Hey, it's Lila here. I'm doing a spotlight on When the Wind Blew You Away. This is by Chimeriquement. And so I'm going to go ahead and read a little bit of the premise. So Peter and Amanda were best friends during childhood. One day Peter left without any warning and without telling Amanda. Ever since, she's felt resentment towards her childhood friend, but also feels lost. To make new friends, she resorted to being as generic as she could. But when the wind brings back Peter back into her life 10 years later, maybe Amanda can find some answers about Peter, his moving out, her feelings and herself. So you got Amanda, 17-year-old teenager. I kind of like this. Look at this. You got Shoujo style and painterly style. I'm kind of leaning towards I like the Shoujo style, I think. So I'm going to check that out in the settings. And then you got a little bit on Peter. You can choose between the two sprite styles, collect some CGs. Don't want to do too much spoilery stuff. So we're going to go ahead and have a look. So I'm in preferences just now. So I thought I was going to like painterly style, but actually having a look at that itch page, I think I like Shoujo style. So I'm totally going down with that. And we're going to go ahead and make a start. Whoa. Ohio there. My name is Kawai-chan and I'm happy to meet you. Welcome to When the Wind Blew You Away, a visual novel about childhood friends, reconnection, and wind, I guess. Okay. Well, never mind. I'm here to explain to you some specificities of this visual novel. Oh, I was going to tell you about the typewriter setting, but apparently you already figured it out and don't need me. Means you're super clever. Could never figure it out if Chimeriquement didn't give me a note. Well, let's skip the typewriter part then. But this game also has another specificity. You can play with two different styles. That is very cool. Did you know I have an alter ego? Let me show you. Whoa. Huh? What? I don't want to kill anyone. Okay. Click on the photo. Don't worry about your choice. You can always change it in the settings. That is sweet. Yeah, I already chose this one, so I'm grand. Yes, I will have fun. Thank you. That's Chimeriquement. That's really clever to have a kind of like a host or like a how to optimize your gameplay helper person at the start of the game. That's very clever of you. Nicely done. I might need to copy you for my next game. Okay, Peter Byrne. I am the biggest tree of the forest, and no wind, no gust will bend my glorious trunk. Peter said with his usual stuttering, proudly putting his hands on his hips and standing straight and proud as a... no idea what that is. But where I stand, and I'll never leave, he claimed, trying to imitate a rusty old man's voice. This managed to make me laugh. Amanda, but what if the wind is stronger than you, Mr. Big Tree? Stronger than me? The old big tree? Haha, no way. I've been here for centuries. I've seen more winds than you'll ever see in your life. And look, still standing here at the top of the world. The wind can blow, but it can't take me away, he solemnly announced, showing a mouthful of teeth. But he lied. Oh, Peter did leave. He was blown away. Aww. And I mean, that's life, isn't it? Parents moving in or out. He was a child, he didn't leave me on purpose. But I've always wondered, why didn't he tell me he was moving out? Surely enough, his parents must have told him they were leaving town. We could have exchanged our parents' phone numbers, we could have stayed in touch, we would have remained friends. But he left without bothering to notify me. And sure, he underestimated how much he could have hurt me. We were children after all. And everyone says that childhood friendships are bound to fade away. Aw, but somehow, shaky, I believed Peter, and I could have been different, that we would last, that we were friends, soulmates or something. But in the end we were nothing, just children playing pretend. Pretend to be a tree, pretend to always stay, pretend to be friends. When Peter left, I struggled making friends. I was always stuck with him and him with me. We were in our own little world, in our own little bubble that nobody could burst. As years passed by, I managed to make some friends, but somehow never anything as deep as what Peter and I had. And I know it's silly to call a friendship that stopped in childhood deep. Childhood friendships are deep because they start in childhood but develop through the years. Peter and I didn't develop anything, and those years have separated us. The wind won. Yeah, the homework was really hard. Like, why are we doing maths in philosophy? Right, I mean, we didn't drop maths for nothing. Preach, girl. I comment with a laugh, and while I talk with a few classmates of mine, that essay made me stay up all night. I thought it was a university thing. It's your senior year. You like to consider preparing yourself for university. God, we don't all want to study philosophy. I sure don't. To be honest, I'm not sure I dislike philosophy at all that much, but I don't really know. It feels easier to criticise it with others. Nobody likes philosophy after all. I suppose I'm just a nobody lost in a sea of other nobodies. I'm nothing special, really. A standard girl having a few acquaintances, not having strong interests, not since he left. But never mind, that's a good thing. The more you blend in, the more integrated you are in society. This boy was too special anyway. And if staying with him was fun, I don't know. Maybe it's better for me just to be a person among the others after all. I guess my internal struggle isn't that big a deal, especially considering there's a bigger deal happening today. I think a new guy joins the class. I haven't noticed him, and to be honest, I don't really care. I mean, we're already in April and the school year ends in June. I don't even understand why his parents couldn't wait till the end of the school year for their son to go to uni to move in. I guess I'll never know. Not that it's any of my business for all I care. To be bluntly honest, I don't even know if the guy's arrived. After all, I was talking with friends. We're not in some drama where everyone would notice him at first glance. After a while, our philosophy teacher enters the classroom and starts calling the roll. Pretty quickly, he mentions a name that's never been pronounced in this classroom. Peter Byrne? But that I know all too well. As cliche as it is to say that, my heart skipped a beat. Peter Byrne. The Peter Byrne? The one I was friends with when I was a child? There could be lots of Peters, even Peters Byrne. I mean, it's a pretty common name. When the boy answers, there is no doubt. Present. He does have a stutter, like my Peter did. Hold on. Present. And without a second more, I turn to him so that my eyes confirm what my ears and my heart already know. He looks like him. Of course, you can never tell with the years, but it does look like him. His dark hair stands neglectfully over the sides of his head. His green eyes are just as soft as I remembered. And surprisingly enough, I can't help but find him handsome. Yeah, that's the word, handsome. He looks out the window, certainly lost in his own world as he used to be, locking himself away from people who are not deserving. He must be looking at the tree next to the window. He always loved trees. And I wonder, is he still enthusiastic about them? Is he more discreet? Nostalgic because he doesn't have as much time as before to climb them? Maybe they are his only friends, the only ones he ever dared talk with. I remember he was someone sometimes picked on at school because of his stammering. People can be dumb. Maybe he doesn't even care about trees anymore. Maybe they're just an old memory blown away by the wind, just like what I must be to him now. It doesn't take long for him to notice he's being looked at, and he lays his eyes on me. If seeing his profile already hurt me, I have to admit seeing his front face like this is beyond compare. This is Peter. Although he has grown and changed, I still recognise this memory I had from him in his traits. He immediately blushes. He has recognised me. He knows who I am. He knows that I'm his Amanda, the one he left behind, the one he never thought he would see again. The one who was a fleeting memory, someone he would have forgotten if his fate hadn't brought him to this classroom. But why? Why now? Why after 10 years? We've grown apart. We're strangers. There's no point. The answer to my question should have come way earlier. Since it's ridiculous to endlessly look at each other, I end up turning back to my teacher and leaving Peter's green eyes. So red cards text for next time. Our teacher says under the ringing of the bell. Yes, of course, someone approaches me, preventing me from running away from this philosophy nightmare, and who else but... Hi, Amanda Evans. I take a look at him. He really looks like my Peter. The childhood memories never faded. Being caught off guard, I can't even properly organise my thoughts to treat his question. Why is this so intense? Shouldn't I have gotten over him? Over his mysterious disappearance 10 years ago? Finally, my thoughts are less foggy and I can focus. Taking a short breath, I answer, although quite emotive. Yes. I answer in a cold voice. Its coldness surprises even me, yet it doesn't seem to unsettle my something. It's Peter Byrne from primary school. Do you remember me? Hearing him talk, I take a step back. The stammer. Now that I hear him clearer, I'm sure he's still got a stammer. It's him. It's really him. He has a ravishing smile on his face. He looks really pretty. But as soon as I think that, my heart hurts. My heart hurts. And I'm back to that day when I was expecting Peter to come. I remember me waiting and waiting and waiting for my 7-year Godot every single day. but Godot never came. He never comes, does he? And as nonsensical as it may be, I still feel bitter. He was a child, he had to move out, he didn't decide to, and he didn't realise the full scope of moving out. That's it, it's the whole story. Nothing else to uncover, and to be honest, nothing I should be angry about. But even if it's not reasonable, my feelings... Trying to set everything aside, I simply answer, yes. Oh. Peter lowers his gaze, finally noticing the coldness in my voice. It's nice seeing you again. See you round. He eventually stutters before leaving me alone with my thoughts. I was too rude, wasn't I? It was just childhood, nothing worth being angry about, but I don't know. I still feel the words of solitude in my heart, trying to chase him away. Have you seen the new guy? Are you talking about Peter? I see, quick to remember his name, Kiara jokingly says, elbowing me with a devilish smile, to which I answer by shaking my head. No, it's just I know him. We attended school together when we were kids. Really? Wow, that must be weird. You're kidding, it's so cool. I'm sure you have a lot of extra info about him for your favourite friend. Hey, I'm her favourite friend. They are classmates, not friends, but of course I'm not rude enough to say that. Yet Julie looks at me with pleading eyes. Please tell me all about him. I need to know every single insignificant detail about him. Help a girl with her crush. Crush? Yeah, the guy's beautiful. Pure beauty. Over the top as always, Julie. It's your third crush this week. But this time it's different. Like, have you seen him? He's so handsome. He's cute, but not, oh my god, he's so cute. He is. He's not. He is. He's not. I'm getting bored, to be honest. Once again, I'm not rude. I zip my mouth and just hope the discussion stops as soon as possible. Amanda, what do you think? Isn't he the cutest? If he's cute, yes he is. He's even more than that. He really is beautiful, but I don't want to answer that. What's my best way around it? He's cute, not my type. Gonna do a save. And return. Do I want to admit to these friends who are not my friends but are classmates? Probably want to keep my cards close to my chest at this point. Not my type. Julie puts her hand on her heart and dramatically claims with her lips, "You're breaking my heart, Amanda." She puts her finger on my chest. But answer me. You need to tell me everything about him. I don't know what to say. He was in my school. We didn't stay in touch. I don't think I can help you. You just got to talk to the boy. Kiara slaps Julie's back and lets out a hearty laugh. You'll have more luck another time. Jeez. At this moment, Peter enters the class. He has noise-cancelling headphones on his ears and is reading a book. Hey, I really like his design. He's got this kind of leaf around his necklace. Let me press H for a moment. Oh wow, it must be summertime or something. They're in shorts and skirt. She's got a really cute flower on her top. The art's really nice. Nice work, Chim. He curiously looks at the classroom, doesn't fail to quickly notice Julie, Kiara and me. He puts a gentle smile on his face and waves his hand. Oh. Gonna do another cheeky save. Now, wave back, ignore him. I'm okay to wave to him because it's the girls I don't really want to share with, but with him I do. I'm gonna wave back. Naturally wave back. Julie stands in the way, shaking her hands with passion. His gaze is still on me. He goes to his seat and starts reading a book. He was quite the bookworm when we were children. I don't have time. Another conversation. 1 week later. I'm not the type to complain, but today's lunch was horrible. No wonder they call it the devil kidney. It really comes from hell. The original meal isn't that tasty. A low-cost version of it, God save us. My stomach's still hurting. I hear some noise. Someone hurting a locker? I know school can be a lot. It's not a reason to punch a locker. It's a poor and innocent person. Oh no, a bully, Max from my class, but the victim is Peter. Oh no. Come on, weirdo. Beg me to stop without stammering. Oh, I can't stand this. Leave me alone. Peter stammered, which makes his bully laugh out loud. This is bad. Oh boy, this is really bad. Usually I have to admit, I'm not the type to really care about bullying. Like, that's a bad thing to do. I'd never bully someone. But am I helping the victims? Well, now I think about it, I don't think I ever saw someone being bullied in my class. I know I'm not the type to bother. To each their own problems, my mother says. But to be honest, I don't have any major problems in my life. I'd rather have it that way. Self-centered, don't care how others behave with each other, but this is different. Peter getting bullied. And even if I'm still hurt by what happened during childhood, I should help him, right? Do a cheeky save. Return. Yeah, I'm totally going to help him. I'm not going to ignore it. You can't ignore a bully. See, the thing is, as soon as you stand up to bullies, you become a target yourself. I hate that, but can't let Peter go without help. So I'm going to help him. Come on, Amanda, there's only one right thing to do. Getting between the two boys, I give Max a ferocious look. What are you even doing, Max? Hey, Amanda, how are you? He puts a dumb smile on his face as his cheeks turn red. I really don't understand why this boy tries so hard to hide his crush on me. It's obvious. And for what I see, he's not my type at all. How am I? Furious. Why are you harassing the new guy? He looks embarrassed, as he should be. After 10 whole seconds of and other interjections, he explains. The way he talks, it's weird. Frankly, Max, I don't know what to say, but get lost. What? Get lost. You're ridiculous, and don't make me tell the teachers about it. I order with stabbing eyes. Visibly uncomfortable, Max leaves Peter and me. I sigh. Phew, I wasn't sure it would work. I'm not really intimidating, but I'm glad I managed to make him stop. Thank you, Amanda. You didn't have to do that. Don't mention it. I just couldn't see Max behaving like a jerk. Just because he hits our gym or whatever doesn't grant him the right to abuse guys weaker than him. Am I weak? Oh, don't be self-conscious. You know what I meant. Peter can't help but gently chuckle. After that, he opens his arms but immediately closes them. He then asks, Is it okay if I hug you to thank you? I give him a surprised look. Is it okay if what? He wants to hug me as if we were children. What is he expecting? Does he not realise that a boy hugging a girl means something else now? He knows that we're not 7 anymore, doesn't he? I look at his face. His eyes sparkle with gratitude and excitement. He has the same eyes as a child, claiming to be an oak, the child of whom I have bittersweet memories. Eventually opening my arms, I tell him, Fine, if it can help you realise you don't owe me anything. Yay! With that, he jumps into my arms. Oh, this is so sweet. I'm going to press H to see the whole thing. Look at her little tears in her eyes. Oh my God. I think I'm going to cry. This is so beautiful. Oh my God. Chim, you're amazing. He feels warm, like holding a bowl of warm soup after a day of school in winter. Well, if it's a hot day outside, but it's not his skin which is warm, neither his clothes. This is not the kind of warmth. It doesn't make me sweat. No, it makes my heart beat. Peter is comforting, and I realise that I haven't felt this kind of warmth, this kind of comfort ever since he left. Oh my God. This is so beautiful. I can't believe it. I'm trying not to tear up, but I realise there's a part of my childhood, a part of me that's deeply connected to him. As if without him I can't totally be myself. And in this little instant, which must only be seconds to him, I see all my life. I see its breaking point the day he left. I realise everything he was, how it contrasts with who I actually am. It's weird, but in his arms I feel whole, complete, actually connected to the memories which I thought had faded away. Yet we quickly let go of each other before going back to class. Peter, could you actually heal this part of my childhood which you took away with you when the wind blew you away? Oh my God, that's so beautiful. I am actually going to stop there. Getting a bit emotional, actually. Just give me a second. Okay, let me see if I'm in preferences just now. Can I see? Is there like a CG gallery with that? Okay, maybe not. If I go back the way, I really like that art, so I'm just gonna pause here for a second. Chim, I just wanted to say the story is beautiful. I really love it. It's really sweet. There's something about, childhood friendships and see when someone really important to you comes back into your life. It's just beautiful. I really love it. So Chim, thank you so much. And I'm going to go back to your page at the moment. So for everyone, If you're interested in this game, it's part of a submission to Otome Jam 2023. The way you can access the game is chimeriquement.itch.io/when the wind blew you away. I highly recommend this. It kind of really tugs at the heartstrings. It's a really beautiful story, really beautiful art. I'm actually quite emotional still just thinking about it. But emotional in a really good way. It's kind of like happy tears, if that makes sense. So really love it. Thank you so much. It's a beautiful game. Well done. Thank you. Lila signing out.